And if anything, this should be the perfect example of how you have to know how to handle yourself in capitalism. You have to stop listening to it's all about the hard work and pull yourself up by the bootstrap. America is a capitalist society and it's all about investments. Yeah, working hard, having a job, having your career, having your business or your side hustle or whatever it may be is what's going to get you your primary source of income, but that's not how you're going to build your wealth. And if you need any more proof, here is the latest thing that, basically the latest fad. I mean, because, at one time it was the gold rush. Then it was the stock market. Then it was the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies, which is the new thing right now. And Trump put out a meme coin on Friday. And here it is Sunday. The coin has increased almost 300%. It's at least at about, I believe, 220% at the time I made this video. I didn't even catch it first off at the early stage. But from what I understand, at the early stage, Trump released this fight meme coin at about 0.000019 cent, something like that, right? You could do the research on your own, but I believe it started out somewhere like that, where you could have bought a bunch of them for $1. And then it builds over time. Usually for most coins, it takes a little while. Weeks, months, years for Bitcoin to get where it's at. Trump's coin did it in 3 days. That was the new gold rush. This was the gold rush. Trump's coin released at a 0.00000019 cent. That's how Bitcoin or the cryptocurrencies work. Then, by the time I heard about it, by the time I got to it, it was at $7. This was at Friday night, just about 2 hours after it released. It climbed from under a penny to $7. And then here it is Sunday morning. It's at about $68. People who got in at the early stage, from the reports I'm reading, made hundreds of thousands of dollars in a matter of hours. And this is where you're lacking on building your wealth, when you're wondering why I work so hard. I work 10 hours extra a week, 20 hours extra a week. I go into the office and do everything the boss asks me to do. I do all my projects on time. I've maxed out my education. I'm in the rat race to the fullest, but I still don't feel myself getting forward. And it's because it's not about how hard you work. It's about this. Capitalist society runs off stocks and basically free money. I mean, you put this money in. He released it. He didn't even release it on like the primary apps. Like I had to do some research because I'm used to using like MetaMask and Coinbase. I never heard of Moonshot, I believe, is what he released it on. So I had to even download and sign it up just to even get into it. And by the time I got there, $7. 2.5 days later, $68. And you're wondering why you're 20, 30, 40 extra hours. You're working 80 to 100 hours a week and still can't pay your bills. And the people who put this money in here early stage, in a matter of 72 hours, made over $100,000. If you do not get into investing, you will never see your wealth grow. Not in a capitalist society. And believe me, the Republicans and the rich people that's telling you to pull up by your bootstraps, you come and tell them, I've been working 100 hours a week. They're not going to care. They're not going to feel any sympathize for you. I worked 100 hours a week and I can't pay my PG&E bill. They're going to say, so what? Work more. Work yourself to death. But the people that got in, put this money into an app, made $100,000 doing nothing but sitting on their ass and watching TV, they'll give all the kudos to the world. He earned it. That's what they'll say. Get into investing. If you do not, you will never see the type of wealth you want, and you will never be able to keep up with inflation in this capitalist society. I hope that helps somebody.